$50,000 for $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader.
We're on the Moontrain!
This is how you become a day trader.
All right. That is Lil Marco on the first day of his new job. Maybe big if true. Now, I gotta take a second here because this is shit showy. This is gonna be a good one. Okay, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I know you're fucking ready. You are ready for Monday. You're like Saturday, giving a little bit of that dopamine, so not as shit as usual, but you're like, let's skip Sunday. Let's fucking go. Okay? And go we will. I want to start off by going through the bearish scenario, and then I'll jump to the bullish scenario. And guess what? Sunday is giving a trend change. Now we had one on we had one this week. Okay, I'll just showcase you. Gave the trend change alert here. We fucking ripped. It's a couple of days window usually. Then we got another one. Now we have one for Sunday. We also have one for the 9th. Now again, that means we have one here. And then we have the full moon eclipse, okay? And then, as you know, I've been saying that 310 looks to me on a lot of my fractals and a bunch of other gemstone shit to be a top. So there is a little bit of action here. Let's try to capitalize it. So, look, bears. Here's the speedo play for you, if it pans out. Which, you know, not too sure. That if the supreme leader makes a comeback here, okay, or if the regime really digs in, then sure. But what happened? You gap down, right? Under that MA, and that. That's the 21, the 50, and the 9. And this 21 going over the 50 is bearish as can be, and you need, let's take a trip down memory lane and all those fried nerves and sleepless nights and fucking check-in premiums, because that's the up cross here in May. So you have to go all the way back to March of last year, in the middle of fucking tariff bonanza. So very, very critical juncture here for the whole stock market. If you're a bear, you want this fucker to dive. Basically, you want to gap down, undercut the low, maybe backtest the 89 or this trend line, and shit the bed out of the gate to 6,800, continue down to this big dark bull spot, and finally capitulate at this old target to the downside that has not been visited since November on some bullshit AI Japan fears. Now all week we were fucking being told that AI, you know, blah 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 blah, fucking AI fears, okay? Now, you don't have to be a genius to look here under the hood here. See these? I mean, look, if this shit was actually coming down, you'd be having some red stickeronis like this. That is fucking green. And I go over here and I look, and I'm just looking at this guy. This is a rotation into tech. Even though Apple's taking shit because they have that Touch MacBook. Okay. anyways, back to this. So, you got a trend change on Sunday, possible. So if you're a bear, you want to be watching out for the undercut of Friday's low. Okay? Now what does that mean? Well, that means that, hey, this was a wall into the close, and now you're gonna just straight shit the bed. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that scenario. You have sell number 1, sell number 2, you're waiting on sell number 3. Okay? If this is a trap, however, and the bro dogs on the train who caught this move and that move are watching that 1 hour stow and this sell figurino invalidates. Students, what do I always say when we're bull flagging? If a bull flag invalidates, it'll fucking shit the bed hard. You see that right here. This is a bull flag, it invalidates right at this trend line, right there, boom, shit the bed. Up there, boom, shit the bed. This is all diddle in the middle shit, right? You can buy it off of Lowe's, patience pays. So I've heard from the ancient man. Same thing here, if this bear flag invalidates, Big Mike shows up and slaps you on the forehead. And if you're not wearing a helmet, you know, you might drown in your bed like Lindsey Graham did last night, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on the lookout for upside here. If we manage to fucking gap over this gap, then we're on trend line breakthrough watch all week. So we have an early low on Monday, Tuesday early high, may rally if this fucker breaks. Wednesday early high, Thursday early low, Friday early high. Now, if this is a back test of the Namo here and that fucker curls up and this decides to go, and this is a back test of the 50 right there, this is going closer to 70 and you have yourself a ripping rally. Here's a closer look. And this could go. It can go either way, but I mean, again, I'm just looking at Bitcoin here, who shit the bed on the attack starting. If this thing can actually get wrapped up and we're right there, Friday 1 o'clock prices. Let's see, Friday. Hold on, let me double check that real quick. That's where we closed on Thursday, or on Friday, sorry. Ding, 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 ding. Midnight. Let's see where we were. Click out of that. Where's midnight? That puts us up here. Okay, right at that, boom, boom, boom. Let's jump over to SPY. That is that bottom. That has us hanging out. Let me put on extended here real quick. Oh, they are beautiful. That puts us on SPY hanging out at that level right here, right now. Okay, so that we're back in this half moon. Okay, and this is what I'm trying to play. I mean, we got in there, then we fucking dipped down for the boys to scoop the deep here. But as you can see here, I got the good old linear back on. You open above this here, 685. You have a pretty straight shot to go right there. Then you fuck around there all night and you have that Tuesday possible rally when everybody's feeling nice and comfy and you can get up there. So I will probably, if we start ripping, channel my inner Groove Daddy Congrats brother. That Friday presentation you pulled off was massive, and rip some SPX. Okay, that's the plan. Now, I still would urge caution. I don't want you to get too mega bullish without confirmation. Sorry to have to be bummer like that. Now, here for Monday, if we go 69.35 possible target, 690 on SPY possible target. If we shit the bed, 600 on QQQ, look for it. What will I be playing? Well, I'm not in gold and silver. These fuckers are gonna probably rip. But since MU is opening a plant in India, ding, I'll be watching it. Also, this was one of the best fucking prints of all time, even though the market kind of thinks it's bogus. Does it continue down? Maybe it bounces and goes gap fill here. We catch the rally, it fucking comes down. I am buying motherfucking Nvidia at the 200. Okay, just saying. Let me check the weekly here. These fuckers been basing. Yeah. We might have to go fill this week here. But anyways, we keep an eye on Nvidia. I mean, they just took out months of IV on this bad boy in a grotesque sell. And then MU, of course. I kind of like trading MU better. Big ripper into Friday's close. On this one, would not be surprised if Meta moves $10 if we have a rally. Easy. And it's Monday, so 0 DTEs on this bad boy could pay all the way. You know what I mean? We'll have to look. Usually before open, they'll let us know if something rips. And let me just show you what to keep an eye out for. Let me find a good example here. Okay, you'll see something like a big fucking thing try to stop out and then go. Okay, on Apple it acts a little bit differently. Let me show you. Here's a good example that I caught. Here's a good example of downside. Same setup. Spikes, slams down. But let me show you one that I know I caught. I think I played that one here. This one. Yeah. So it's kind of looking shit. Pops right before open. This, remember, I grabbed last Tuesday. Had a fucking banger of a day. You're watching for a candle that deviates from pre-market, basically, or something like that. Okay, so I'll be looking at Meta, Nvidia, MU. What else do I have up here? Oh yeah, Avgo. So remember Google, this whole Anthropic thing? We played Google on Friday. Then I sold those 310s are gonna pay. This is probably going to 320 next week. So that's another one you can jump in early on, and then depending upon dips, add to it, this and that. Netflix, know some people who made a lot of money on fucking Friday. Congrats. Crypto probably gapping up here if everything goes good. Microsoft against 400. Tesla, maybe if it moves. But that's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking to get over this level into open on Monday, play, probably rip it to the FOMC line, get out, then wait, and instead of playing 0 DTs, see if it goes. I'll start slapping Tuesday since we have a possible rally. Now, so we got two trend changes again coming up Sunday, meaning Monday, and then a week after, okay, which lines up with Justin's stuff and my projection here. Obviously, if you wanna again, just saying, this will probably gap up good short if it's all wrapped up. Why would it wrap up so soon? Other names that are going to go fucking ham, obviously XOM is going to absolutely balloon, unless, like last time, remember what happened in June, I believe it was. Let's go back, I'll just show you. Hold on. I think it was here. Yeah. So you had to kind of front run it because then it came down, right? Obviously, it's been basing and gone to the moon. Good job if you've been writing it. Banks, JPM. So this regime change means that you're gonna have Chase ATMs on the corners of Tehran if it sticks. Something to keep in mind. Look at this here. Interesting. Stow death holds price while spy is shitting the bed. Based on nothing after hours on Friday. Also, upside down hammer or a hammer can go either way. I'm hoping this is a push to the downside because I've been talking about this VIX. Like, this fucker needs to cool off. After the VIX expiration, we've yet to go down to this Bollinger Band at any fucking point in time. We didn't do it in February. We haven't done it after March after February of expiration. We need to fucking come down. These premiums are disgusting to play. Also, I said this on Friday, this is just a thing I do. I do take calls when it's max fear, when the VIX 1D on the hourly breaks the Bollinger Band. Just a thing I do. What's even better is if you do it on the daily, which we're not there. So I'm 95% cash, but if they can wrap up this shit, could be bullish. Usually war does this, it'll dump and people buy the dip, and this is a big one. So we'll I can't wait for these guys already went to close the gap. I mean, it's weekend Wall Street. It's like whatever, you know, it's bull crap. It's all about. I'm just. This is suspicious. This hourly buy volume here is suspicious. Now, let's take a look at the gamma that we were wondering about. This is Tuesday, right? We were like, if shit hits the fan, you probably go down here. It is still in play if this shit gets out of hand. But what if it's wrapped up neatly? Well, this is Monday, right? Your max would be 690. Let's just compare that to the chart. 690 would be ish right there over this. Okay, so you do have this half moon set up here. Just want to point it out to you. Okay, do I think we'll go higher than that? No, I don't. Unless you're dealing with some fuck shit and you manage to gap over here, which I also doubt. Okay, so obviously these gamma charts have not updated with the world events, but we can still like get a closer look here. That means on Tuesday your target, I know it sounds crazy, but I wouldn't tell you that right now. What I would tell you though is hold on, let me pull it out so you can see here. Fuck me, what did I just do? Hold on 1 second. Here. What I would entertain, this is obviously the best chart of all time. Here, Valhalla Donuts, Hopium, Karate Puts, Karate Ass, Chop Range, Karate Calls, So Over, and Oh Shit. What I could entertain, if we can fucking get through the Karate Puts area here and go for Hopium, is this ghosty right fucking there at 694.50. Okay, that I could get behind. I'm not getting behind 700. Okay, you know, because people are gonna start asking questions here about Cuba and stuff real soon. Wednesday, yeah, that looks like Wednesday would be up here, probably a premium high of the week. Don't get fucked. Thursday, Yeah, probably a chop range here between 680. Fuck off. Be sick to be up there. You also have a big pull to the downside here. If anything goes wrong at any point this week, you're fucking not only going to 680, you're going to 670. You're going to feel that gap. Fry. 685, 695, 696. I mean, does Trump want to take out the supreme leader and go to Dow 50,000? Or does he want the market to collapse? Pop. Right? Well, let's see. It is definitely interesting. Yeah. Had a bunch of bearish prints during the day, but we did get one motherfucking big MOC right at close. And if you can hold this big dark pool level here, you don't need to be a genius to figure out that we're going to the second biggest as a magnet. That's just my thinking right now. It's a fluid situation. But let's change it up a little bit this week. Let's all go for 5 days green. Okay? Let's go for 5 days green on the Moontrain and see how that makes us feel. And then we can analyze what we did good and what we didn't. This hourly dollar chart is fucking spice. It's kind of reminiscent of that VIX chart. If you reject here and boom, that'll also rip the market. God bless. Grateful for you guys. Grateful for the train. And let's ride at dawn on Monday. Choo choo.